Benny sat in the pew, Pastor John's words washing over him. "Your body is a temple," the pastor boomed, "a gift from God." Benny shifted uncomfortably. He hadn't thought about it like that. He worked long hours, ate fast food, and barely moved. He felt sluggish, tired, and disconnected. That Sunday, something shifted within him. He realized he was neglecting his body, his temple. He needed a change. Benny left church that day with a new resolve. He wouldn't let his health deteriorate any longer. He knew he wouldn't become an athlete overnight, but he could start small. He could honor God by taking care of the body he'd been given. A seed of faith had been planted, and Benny was ready to nurture it. Benny started simply. He replaced sugary sodas with water. He parked his car farther away from work to get in extra steps. Every evening he went for a walk around his neighborhood. The first week was tough. His body ached. He craved sweets, and old habits beckoned. But Benny persevered. He clung to a verse he'd heard in church: "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." This wasn't just about physical health, it was about discipline, dedication, and honoring God. Each day he pushed himself a little further, finding strength in his faith. One Saturday morning, Benny found himself at the local gym. He was intimidated at first. The equipment looked complicated, and everyone seemed to know what they were doing. He felt out of place, a sheep among wolves of fitness. But then he remembered why he was there. This wasn't about vanity, it was about becoming a better version of himself for God. He started slowly, focusing on the basics. He used the treadmill, lifted weights, and gradually increased the intensity. The gym became his sanctuary, a place where he could push his limits, sweat out his frustrations, and connect with his body. Each workout became a prayer, an act of worship. One day, a seasoned gym member named Mike approached Benny. He'd noticed Benny's dedication and offered to show him some exercises. Mike wasn't just a workout buddy, he became a mentor, encouraging Benny and challenging him to push harder. He taught Benny about nutrition, proper form, and the importance of rest. Under Mike's guidance, Benny blossomed. He learned that fitness wasn't just about lifting weights, it was about discipline, consistency, and respect for your body. Mike's mentorship extended beyond the gym. They talked about faith, life challenges, and the importance of community. Benny was discovering that true strength came from both physical and spiritual growth. A year passed. Benny was a changed man. He'd lost weight, gained muscle, and had more energy than ever before. But you know, the most significant changes were invisible. He was more confident, more disciplined, and more at peace. He radiated a newfound sense of purpose. His faith deepened as well. He saw the connection between taking care of his body and nurturing his spirit. He woke up each day with gratitude for the gift of life and the strength to live it to the fullest. Benny was no longer just surviving, he was thriving in body, mind, and spirit. Benny's testimony. One Sunday, Pastor John asked Benny to share his story with the congregation. Standing before the familiar faces in the pews, Benny felt a surge of gratitude. He recounted his journey, from that first sermon that sparked his transformation to the challenges he faced and the victories he celebrated. "Our bodies are gifts," Benny declared, his voice ringing with conviction. "They are temples entrusted to us by God. And just like we wouldn't neglect a church or a holy place, we shouldn't neglect our health." His words resonated deeply with the congregation. His impact. Benny's story sparked a movement within the church. People were inspired by his transformation. They saw in Benny a reflection of their own struggles and aspirations. Soon, a group started meeting every week for walks in the park, turning exercise into a communal activity. Others joined the gym, encouraging each other and sharing healthy recipes. The church even organized a health fair, inviting nutritionists and fitness experts to share their knowledge. Benny's journey had become a ripple effect, inspiring positive change throughout the community. Put your faith to work. Benny realized that true faith wasn't passive. It was about action, about taking the gifts God gave you and using them to their full potential. His faith wasn't confined to the four walls of the church, it was lived out in every aspect of his life, from his workouts to his interactions with others. He found joy in helping others discover their own strength, both physical and spiritual. He became a mentor to younger members of the congregation. showing them that fitness could be a form of worship, a celebration of God's gift of life. Benny's legacy. Benny's story is a testament to the power of faith and the transformative potential within each of us. His journey reminds us that taking care of our bodies is not just about physical health, it's about honoring God, strengthening our spirit, and living a life of purpose. Benny's legacy lived on in the hearts and habits of those he touched. He showed them that even small steps, taken with faith and determination, can lead to extraordinary transformations. His story continues to inspire, reminding us that we are all capable of incredible change, one step, one prayer, one rep at a time.